Hi, this is Jennifer Donna with Ovaleye.com, where we offer hosting that empowers your small office, home office lifestyle. And in this video, I'm going to be telling you how to present your webinar at B2BB Summit. And B2BB Summit is our Back to Business Building Summit that happens September 27th through the 30th. It's an online conference that's hosted by Ovaleye. And if you're watching this video, I'm assuming you're a speaker at our summit. However, if you're not, if you're an attendee or just found this video on YouTube, then you get a little behind the scenes view of what our presenters get to see. So our presenters are over at, you can find out more about them. They're at b2bbsummit.com. If you go over to the speakers tab up at the top, you can find them. There's 14 amazing women that you can read a little bit more about and find out about their webinars. So I'm going to, again, be speaking to you speakers that are at our B2BB Summit next week and telling you a little bit more about how to use the web conferencing tool that we provide to our clients here at Ovaleye. So let's go ahead and go over to webcon2.ovaleye.com, and you're going to go ahead and find the presentation that you are going to be presenting. Now, if you are going to join the presentation maybe 5 minutes before you're supposed to provide that to your attendees, it'll be here up at the top. Now, to make it a little bit easier for you, you're able to switch from Pacific time over to Eastern time or Central time, Mountain time, wherever you are. Right now, the default is at Pacific. You can either click join here or find out a little bit more about your presentation, which will also provide you with the opportunity to share it with Facebook or Twitter, and also remind you of your teleconference line to call into along with the attendee code. You will be entering as an attendee and not a moderator. That is because I am your moderator and I will be helping you navigate through the conference and be there for technical support as you present your topic to your audience. So you're going to go ahead and click join when you're ready to do that. As you can see, the meeting hasn't been started yet, so I'm just giving you kind of a view of what happens once you go in. So here you can see a nice little reminder of the teleconference line, but as you see, as I log into my own account, it'll give you a little preview of what happens when you actually log in. So, and again, really fast before I log into my own account, you're at any time welcome to go to webcon2.ovaleye.com and click Start Meeting over here on the right-hand side. This is a trial account, so there's no teleconference, no video or anything like that available, but at least you can try out, as you can see here, this is the trial version. You can try out some examples of how to present. So if you go up to Share, and then go to Public Library, you can see there's a PowerPoint presentation. It'll walk you through how you can open up that PowerPoint and then switch from slide to slide, how you can draw on it, make notes, etc. It'll also give you a nice little preview of how to use your desktop presenter and the whiteboard too. So let's go ahead and exit out of this trial, but you're welcome to use this at any time to try it out, and also maybe call someone on the phone and invite them. There's a meeting limit of 2. So let's go ahead and stop this meeting and exit out of here. And then we'll try it as my, using my own code. So we'll go back to webcon2. Whenever you exit out of a meeting, it's going to push you over to our ovaleye.com site. Sign out as a guest and sign in as myself. So if you were to use your own telecom or your own webinar room, this is what you're going to be doing to enter into it. So let's go back again to that list of people, and we'll go ahead and say that, hey, I'll start my meeting. And so it's going to open up the web room for you. And here we are. Click. I'm going to call this number here, and so you can just listen in a little bit and see how that sounds once you call in. So you're going to see the same window, however, you're only going to see the access code, not the moderator code. And hit call. And I'll put it on speaker so you guys can hear what that's going to sound like when you've entered into the meeting room.
Welcome to the conferencing system. After the tone, please enter your conference access code, followed by the pound key. This menu will repeat.
So I just typed in my code to get into the meeting room.
You are the first caller. Conference options have now changed. At any time, press *4 for conference instructions.
So I'm going to go ahead and click OK. And when I click OK, it's going to ask me to identify my phone. And this is my phone number here, my cell phone. I'm going to go ahead and click OK. And as you can see, it'll show my name over here on the right-hand side along with my phone number. Now, this is not something that the attendees will hopefully be able to see. However, we're going to go ahead and click on this, and you can see that I can mute myself and unmute myself. But I'm going to go up to the top, so whenever someone calls in, they will be, the default is that I'm going to mute everyone except the host, which is myself.
All callers are muted and may unmute themselves by pressing *6.
Now let's go ahead and mute myself as well so you can hear what that sounds like.
This line is now muted.
Now, once you've done that, I'm going to go ahead and find you from the list of people that are over here on the right-hand side and unmute you.
This line is now unmuted.
So you can present and not have to worry about any of this stuff. That's something that I'm going to be able to handle for you. One of the things let's go ahead and end this phone call though. So one of the things that you'll be able to do is share your desktop. You can share your presentation, a PowerPoint, which will be located in my library, or your whiteboard. And this is all going to be possible because I'm giving you presentation rights, so you'll see all this stuff, whereas everyone else won't. So for this example, I'm going to go ahead and start to load the desktop as I speak. And this is something that I highly recommend for all of you to do because loading the desktop presenter does take some time. Make sure that once you've said share my desktop, under sharing size that you choose entire screen and click OK. So if you're choosing to share your desktop, which is maybe sharing a browser, we'll go ahead and allow that. Which is sharing your browser or something like that. As you can see here, screen sharing is in progress. I can go to different web pages and show them that, and you can see this red bar up at the top is surrounding my screen as I'm doing that. So let's go ahead and stop sharing the screen, but that's how you do that. You go up to share. Oh, let's stop one more time. You go up to share, hit share desktop, and choose entire screen. Now if you have a PowerPoint presentation that you've emailed to me and I've loaded into the library, you'll be able to find it from the list here. For right now, let's just go ahead and play with that test one that I was showing you earlier in this video. Here you can change from slideshows or change from different slides that you've loaded. You can also mark it up, so if there's a certain thing you really want people to pay attention to, you can circle it. Let's go ahead and exit out of that though. So that's pretty straightforward, I feel like, the slideshow presentation. The one thing that is a little bit harder to use is that desktop, but once you've done it, it's going to be easy. And again, try it out on that trial piece at webcon2.ovaleye.com. So the last one is the whiteboard presenter. You can use text, you can draw shapes, you can use a marker, etc. if you want to go that route. The last thing, again, is this web conference, the teleconference piece. Do not worry about the muting piece. That's something that that Ovaleye will handle for you. You do have the ability to ask questions of the people that are attending, saying, do you have any other questions for the host or anything like that? Maybe I'll unmute myself at the very end and do that, and people will be able to type in comments here and submit. They can also just choose it to go to that one person, to the presenter, and ask the question of the presenter, and you'll be able to hear those questions. If you'd like to use video, you can go ahead and show webcam, or I can invite you to share webcam and you just click OK. If you don't want to, you absolutely don't have to. But yeah, so this has been a quick overview of the web conferencing tool that you will be using at the Back to Business Building Summit that happens the 27th through the 30th. Again, my name's Jennifer Dono, and if you have any other questions, feel free to contact me. If you go over to the Back to Business Building Summit website, you can find out more under support. You can do live chat, or just go ahead and click the contact form to get in touch with me. But otherwise, I'm looking forward to your presentation. I'm really excited that you're part of our summit, and I will see you next week.